It's the National Football League on EA Sports,
where we'll see how a couple of playoff teams stack up to each other.
It's the Bears and the reigning AFC champs on Sunday night primetime.
It's the building that was opened the year the franchise became known as the Titans. Welcome to Nissan Stadium. Alongside Brock Hewitt in the booth, I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, we usually at this point talk about a quarterback, talk about a game-breaking running back, a home run hitter when it comes to wideouts. Oh no, today before this one, we're talking about a couple of tight ends.
And what a great game it is, Kate, to spotlight that position because we have two of the league's best. And when you go back and you watch the tape after the fact, when the ground game's running wild, it's usually these tight ends making blocks. When the passing game is getting it done, well, they play a role in the air as well. They don't get the headlines like you talked about, but these guys, man, they are cornerstones of their offense.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Mike 13, Mike 13.
It gives it Pacheco to start the drive. And he's able to reach that midfield stripe after some solid running. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Right back to Pacheco. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Give him 3 on that game. And that'll be a Tennessee first down.
54, Mike.
It's Pacheco again. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. If you get this game going right at the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
Mike 0, Mike.
They'll run here on first down. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time.
And he'll go down here at the 16. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5.
Humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Mike 13, Mike.
Running right is Pacheco. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. They'll run. Pacheco hits the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans finish up an excellent opening series. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Titans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. Has this at the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. And they're brought out by a player with immense expectations and promise in the league. He was picked 1st overall in 2024 out of USC, Caleb Williams.
And he wonders, he's about to take his first snap today. Yeah, he took care of the football last week, Kate. That was great. No interceptions. But just the 1 touchdown. I'm curious if he cranks up that aggressive knob today. That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down. Williams on the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
It's exactly how you draw it up defensively. A 3 and out and a sack on top of it. Create that negative play. Create a little doubt in that quarterback's mind. And offensively, well, that's the worst way to start it. No rhythm, no tempo, and now you give the ball right back to the opponent.
And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. Looks like he might break it for a minute, but still a good 14 yards on the return. And the Titans will get set to take over. They've got first down from the 31.
Like 49.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looks like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Like 0.
They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And he'll get it up to the 44. This one goes for 3 yards. And the Titans will have a first down.
Like 13.
A give right side. Here's Pacheco. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Man, he's been having a great first half, really playing a key role so far in this offense.
But you know and I know what's coming, Kate. We call them adjustments, right? You hit a homer, you take that fastball deep, you're not going to see it anymore. And you get run on like this, the defense is going to make some adjustments at halftime.
22 Linda, 22 Linda, 22 Linda.
Here's 2nd and 5. Gets everything he has under this throw. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans pull out in front further, 13-zip. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one right down the middle. And the Titans drive out to an early 14-0 lead. The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Bears back out on offense as we see Kyron Williams again. And he has just shredded NFL defenses so far this season. You can see he's sitting 2nd right now across the league in rushing yards. First down throw by Williams. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. From the gun, a carry by Williams. Who swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Leo Chanel able to bring him down. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Williams. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped the positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Begins his return at the 16. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Titans are headed out, and we'll see Isaiah Pacheco. And he's already scored once this game, something he's made a bit of a habit of this season. As we see, he's among the league's best at finding that end zone.
Diamond.
A first down carry for Pacheco. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. And we haven't even hit the break yet, but already we're looking at this likely becoming a 100-yard game for him in the very near future, and expect more to follow after that. First down, and they go right back to him. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Second down run by Pacheco. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up.
Like 90.
Levis. Completed over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Well, he sure has come out throwing a good ball today, and the passing game has really been clicking early on thanks to his efforts.
Yeah, his plays really elevated the start his pass catchers have been able to have as a result. And you know what they're all thinking right now? This could be a game where we all get to put up some serious numbers, especially if he keeps throwing it like this.
And they'll bring him down to put an end to this opening quarter. Well, these top-tier offenses have brought the firepower so far. Plenty of points in that first quarter. We're ready to go with the second quarter, and it's Titans football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And he's tackled with a first down yardage. And he's certainly given us a performance worthy of these primetime lights. This is now a 100-yard game that he's put together. They have themselves another 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Back to Pacheco here on second. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Levis back to throw. That's caught for the first. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. We'll take it in. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans take a 20-zip lead. That one splits the uprights. And the Titans stretch their lead to 21. The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. He's going to field this at the 2. Just a week before the playoffs begin, partner, here's where teams stand as we play out this regular season finale. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
He's got a gain of 6 there. Talanoa Hufanga there to make the play. A solid gain of 6 there. It's going to be 3rd and just a yard. Off the play fake, Williams. Looking right, and he finds him. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Give him 3 on that gain. And that's good for a Bears 1st down. Straight ahead with Williams. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. It was Andre Cisco who hauled him down there. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Another run for Williams. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And that's a Chicago 1st down. They stay on the ground with Williams. And he's able to reach that midfield stripe after some solid running. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. This time it's a passing play. Completed here to Komet. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Running for the marker with Williams. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Chicago brings out the punting unit. And they could really use a good one here. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And things just seem to keep snowballing for them. Now their special teams is involved. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And you can see that he's likely in store for some serious work today. He's coming into this final game in position to finish as the league's rushing champ. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
49, Mike 49.
It gives to Pacheco to start the drive. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Mike 49. Mike 49. On 0-0. Tracy. And 24 Linda. Track green 18 green.
Levis to the air now. He put everything he had into this one. Caught along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
They don't complete a high percentage of these, but even the incomplete deep shots serve a purpose. It keeps the defense honest, knowing if they overcommit close, they could get burned.
Throwing his Levis on 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at Nashville. The Titans trying to add to their lead. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. They'll run now with Pacheco. And that's good for a gain of 5. That was Montez Sweat who took him down. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Mike 5-4. On.
Right back to Pacheco. Still going past the 40. And they'll finally get him at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down. They're set up at the 35 now.
Mike 24. Set.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Titans will have a 1st down.
22 Rita. Mike 13. Mike 13.
It's Pacheco again. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You spring a big game like that, Kate, on the interior, 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They'll run. Pacheco gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans boat racing them to the halftime locker room. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Titans continue piling on to this lead. The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. Kickoff taken at the 3. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Bears going back on offense just before halftime. And we'll see if they try to establish some positive momentum before halftime here, Brock, or if they just choose to head off and lick their wounds. First down, Williams. Complete out to the right. And he's going to be touched down about 3 yards shy of the marker. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Let's go now.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Lee McNeil in on the tackle. And the Titans opting for a 50B, a nickel set, 3rd down.
Let's go.
Williams from the gun. He's throwing deep to the left side. They connect on the deep shot. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. Hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Williams to throw on first. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Now Williams. He's on the move. He tucks it and takes off. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Ball on the right hash, 48 yards out. Pressure coming from the right edge, and they block it! And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. So we're halfway through this final week of the regular season. Now we'll send you south to, and I guess we'll follow up with the rest of the NFL after this one ends. We're moving right along to the start of the second half. The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Here comes the offense for the Bears to begin the second half. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. It was Andre Cisco who hauled him down there. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Up the gut they go with Williams. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
First down, ball at the 36.
Here we go.
Takes the handoff, now to throw. He rolls to his right. Oh, look at this, here he goes.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
On second down, a run with Williams. And he gets taken down immediately, right at the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Here's Williams. Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm. Especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
The Titans returning their offense and this running back to the field. And I think we can agree the plan to keep him out of the end zone, it hasn't quite worked so well for this defense. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Hold on. Like 40.
Run from Pacheco to start the half. And they had that one contained right at the line. Making the stop that time, Nick Cross. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Hey, mayday. Or 54, Mike 54.
Here's Levis. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Bears take over as he records his 10th career INT. Well, Brock, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception right there.
We know that no lead in this league is safe ever. A 1-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. They all seemingly come down to the final possession anyway. And with a whole half of football left, you just can't give away too many possessions like that.
Now here's Williams. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Myers gets the point after to go. And the Bears cut the lead by a quarter. Down now to 21. The Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. He stopped on the return at the 27. We'll get another look at... They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Mike 0. Diamond. 49's down, 22 Rita.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. That pass complete to Claypool. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Mike 49.
A 1st down carry for Pacheco. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. They're now set for 1st and 10.
Mike 49.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They've jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag.
Ball start, offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards.
Mike 0.
Levis setting to throw. Brought in right side. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
And it's a rare defensive win on the ground. He's caught at the line. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. And he has just earned something most running backs are never lucky enough to even approach. This is now a 200-yard showing for him on the ground. 1st down, and they go right back to him. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
That's complete, Isaiah Pacheco. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, These little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
A gain of 1. It's 4th down. And
less than a yard needed here on 4th. And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And he's in for the touchdown. The Titans piling onto the scoreboard yet again. Will Levis with the touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. It's tried and true in 32 playbooks across the NFL for a reason, Brock. Even when teams see this one coming, just so tough to stop a quarterback sneak.
It feels like a win in today's football is just to stall them at the line on that play. So many groups are so effective with the QB sneak, but that time the timing of the call I think was most important that led to the score.
That one splits the uprights. And the Titans grow their lead yet again. The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Bears and this running back headed back out for a new series. And what's really been simply stunning, Brock, is how far we've made it into the game, and their passing game, it is still grounded.
Yeah, so as they're sitting here losing right now, what I hear you saying, Kate, is it's time for this offense to take flight?
And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road for what looked like a very clean play.
And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
Let's go now.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Their punter making his way out now. And he's been getting all of it every time out. He's been hitting it well so far. This is another big one. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Hard to do better than that. A 66-yard punt. And the Titans will have plenty of work to do on their next drive.
Army.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. That's the end of the 3rd. On. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Mo. 40 Rita.
Running up the middle, Pacheco. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Here we go.
Levis now on 1st down. Pacheco hauls it in. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
From the 31. Escapes the pocket. And he slides down with enough to pick up that 1st. They get 13 on the pickup. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down.
Come on.
Now a handoff for Pacheco. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
Like zero. Hand up.
From the 48. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
On the carry, it's Pacheco. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
A 2nd down run by Pacheco. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
And he gets a few on the plunge forward. Second down now, 7 to go.
Here we go.
Lone back gets the handoff. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. And the Bears bring in an extra defensive back for this 3rd down. Back-to-back carries here. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Titans will have a 1st down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
And they're going to bring him down after he drives it down to the 7. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Like 13. Like here on ground. 90 down. 49 Rita.
Right back to Pacheco. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. A gain of 3, and now they're going to be able to plan for 1st and goal.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
That's the 2-minute warning here in Nashville. Titans close to a 16th win to end the regular season. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Like 46. Like 46.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's brought down for a loss.
There's just no question about it. He has the license to adapt a little bit, to diagnose plays because they trust his instincts. In there, it was all on display. Expert-level diagnosis.
And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Titans continue piling it on here in the 4th. That was a great response, Brock. After they got driven backwards on 1st down, they go right back to the ground and score just 1 play later.
Yeah, and I think if you and I were in the huddle down there after that 1st down loss, I think we would have felt a whole bunch of pride. Give me another shot, and boy, did they deliver.
That one right down the middle. And the Titans continue adding on to that lead. The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. Return starts at the 3. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Bears about set for their next possession. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them.
Let's go.
First down throw by Williams. Hits his target. That's DJ Moore. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Working from the gun, Williams. Moore's got it. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's good for a Bears first down. To throw is Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
That's caught for the first. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. Markers reset, ball at the 37. They are throwing it again. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And they're going to have to regroup after this one. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Williams set to pass. Able to get it to Moore. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. From the red zone now. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. All right, this is going to be the final play of the game. One final shot here. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. So this winds up a win for the Titans. And they end the season the way they have so many games already this year, Brock, with a victory. And now they get to enjoy an extra week off to rest and prepare to host a